How are you today? I've been asked by so many people just to see how I make my traveler's notebooks, my handmade ones. And I just started this new size, passport size. I've never done that before. This is a little bit bigger than passport because I wanted to stuff a lot of things in it. And this is a 6x4x5, so it's a little bigger than the 6x4. But I just make them bigger because I like to have different sizes, and I want the main size to be the same size as the cover, and then I put smaller inserts in between. But anyway, I'm just going to show you this one first, and they're basically made the same. But anyway, I make my covers out of watercolor paper, and then I put a print of one of my paintings on, or a bird, or sometimes I do a collage. But it makes the cover stiffer, and I like how the watercolor paper feels. And then I usually add a pocket in the front so I can put things, and I keep a big clip here. And I just put some stickers and labels and flags, or whatever you want to put. I also put photos in, but I don't have any in right now. And then I have a clear pocket here that I put in many of them, and that can be for credit cards or anything like that. So I make mine with 4 sections, and I usually do my daily notebook, which is my calendar, but I don't use it like a calendar. I put the month on the front, and I just switched over to this, so that's why I don't have a lot in here. So I put a month on the front, and then I use 1 page for my daily. So that's how I set mine up as far as the calendar part. And then the first book, I always put mixed pages. It's because I like to do collages and put pockets and some drawing. So I use book pages, I use magazine, I use scrapbook, I use painted pages that I have left over from art projects. Just pretty papers and watercolor paper as well. So I just do, my first section is always a mixed section. Then I do my calendar page second. Then I added in a scripting notebook into this one because I just want to have it for journaling. And this one is a blank page, just blank. And I make a mix of mixed media and copy paper and cardstock. And it's just blank for doodling and whatever else I want to do. And then this is just a mix of grid and lined, and I make this myself. I just make all different kinds of different sizes of dots for the dot grid, line, other things I add in as well. Grid, regular grid paper, which I don't have in here, but I usually do. And then I also have a pocket on here, and I actually can put a pocket on every outside cover. Sometimes I do, but this one's getting very thick, so I'm not doing that. This I use for notes and brain dump. And then I put a little coloring card here in the back because I like to work on these when I'm waiting in appointments. And here is another pocket in the back, and I added on my pen clip. And it's very, very chunky. It's almost too chunky, but I don't care because that's how I like it. And that's how I make this size. And I like to wrap them with sari silk. I used to use elastic bands, but I like the silk better. And it looks prettier. And so that's how I put these together. I use duct tape as my binding and elastic for my threads. And these elastics, they're not, I couldn't get the regular kind because of COVID. They didn't have the regular kind that I use, but I got like this in hundreds of yards, and it is very strong, so I'm happy with it. And if not, I can change them. So, and that's it. My chunky 6x4 by 4.5 inch. My favorite size. I was using the standard before, but it got too big for me. And this is my passport that I make. This belongs to someone already, but I'm just showing as a sample. And it's made the same way. I use the duct tape binding, watercolor paper, and a print for my cover. I put a pocket on the inside. And this one has a tag in it and a little piece of art. And then I use a lot of clips. So the first section of this is jelly prints. I made some jelly printed paper, and I just put that. It's very thin. It's a copy paper, but it's nice to have that as an option. And I leave one side blank because then you can do your own thing. I don't like to cover both sides of the pages with these, so. And these are just all different colored jelly prints. And that's my first section in this book. And then this is a lined notebook, and it only has 24 pages, but which is actually 48, which is good enough for one day, a page a day, so that's fine. This one is my mixed section, so it's a mix of watercolor paper, watercolor pieces that I've done, that I've cut up, painted pages, maps, magazine, some old art. I put a few stickers and a print, and just some little papers in this pocket. You can put whatever you like. Here's some more jelly prints. So this section is just a mix of everything that I have. Scrapbook paper, watercolor, magazine, just everything that I have available. And I usually have these all, I have a whole box of everything that's already cut out and folded. This section is a mix of grid and blank. Same like the other. On the other had just blank. But I put grid in here and mixed. And that's the 4 sections. So I have the jelly print, the notebook, the mixed, and the plain and grid. And then I added a little notebook out here on the back, and my pen clip. And this doesn't have as many pockets, because this is how I made it for someone, so I just left it like it is. But I will be adding in some more goodies into this one. And then here I used an elastic because I just felt like it went really good with this particular journal. I like the purple and the sparkle. So this is really a passport size, but it's a little bit bigger. My cover is a little bigger. The inside is the right size, but... And anyway, that's it. That's how I put my handmade traveler's notebooks together. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.